Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, my two Zoom meetings yesterday. One went well, the other went exceptionally well. West Ham have signed a brand new striker, and the Lionesses ran riot over the much fancied Swedes in last night's European Championship match. So I was feeling pretty good this morning, and then I heard that the price of a McDonald's cheeseburger has risen from 99p to £1.19, and my morning is ruined. Someone always has to rain on your parade, don't they? Now, if you were here yesterday, you will know that we brought you some footage that claimed to show the NFDC reaction to the news that only NFDC members had been named in the CMA bid rigging probe. Well, we now have an alternative view. Now, without further ado, let me roll the intro, post the question of the day, which relates to an item at the end of the show, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Wednesday, the 27th of July, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's truly international and demolition-focused show, we're checking out some Venetian demolition. A pair of Italian equipment manufacturers join forces to produce a road milling solution. We're in France for Le Grand demolition, and we're back to Italy for even more destructive action. Plus, we're going back in time to feature a true legend of the demolition industry. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to Aussie cricketer Alan Border and to the male half of Torval and Dean, Christopher Dean. Happy birthday also to pro wrestlers Triple H and Dolph Ziggler and to golf superstar Jordan Spieth. Many happy returns to them, one and all. Now, while we're in congratulatory mood, massive congratulations to AR Demolition founder and CEO Richard Dolman, who yesterday graduated from the University of Wolverhampton at the end of his demolition management degree. Given that Richard is actually the current president of the Institute of Demolition Engineers, which prides itself on the education and training, this really is leading by example. Oh, and by the way, congratulations once again to the women's England football team on a stunning performance last night. I only caught the second half, but what a half it was. And no diving, no cheating, no complaining to the ref. They put the men's team to shame. I can't wait for the final now. In recent weeks and months, we have featured the manufacturers Venieri and Cimex. We've always featured them separately until now, but we understand that the two companies have come together to produce this. Two of my favourite brands come together. Now, we had a couple of comments, and one of which I think is very relevant right about now. England versus Germany in the final. How often does that happen? However, it is at Wembley, if I understand correctly, and we do have a pretty good record against the Germans at Wembley. Nowhere else, but we certainly do at Wembley, so fingers crossed on that one. If I say the word Venice, what do you think of? Gondolas? A Bellini at Harry's Bar? The Bridge of Sighs? Men in stripy jumpers? Yep, me too, because who knew that Venice was also a hub of Doosan-driven demolition excellence? Awesome film from a truly awesome place. I will tell you about my trip to Venice at some point, possibly after the show. See how I feel. Right, I said this was an international show, and so it is. We're moving from Venice on the way to France, and we're doing so in the company of French demolition company Cassine. Well, sacre bleu, mon Dieu, and of course, bonnet de douche.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
We still have a couple more films for you today, one from the new school of demolition and one very much from the old school. But first, demolition contractors within easy reach of northwest London, lend me your ears because this one is for you. £8 million of your finest English quids have been set aside for the construction of 44 new residential dwellings within a 4-storey building at a site in St John's Wood. Night Build has been given the green light on the construction portion of the works that will also include car parking and extensive landscaping as well. But before they can make a start on this important new project, an existing building will need to be demolished. And at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. Now, you can find out more about this project lead and countless more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, you can cut straight to the chase and speak directly to Siobhan Jones using the telephone number that is displayed at the foot of your screen right about now. And she's standing by to take your call. Let me roll the next thing.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Given my position, it would be remiss of me to say that I have a favourite demolition company, particularly here in the UK, but I would definitely place Italian company Despe in my top 2 or 3. we reported recently, Despe's Stefano Pansieri, terrific fella. He is now the president of the European Demolition Association. If ever there was a case of leading by example, that is surely it. Now, we've already taken you to France, Venice, and Turin this morning without a single queue at passport control. But next up, we're going to be a lot closer to home, but back in time a little bit. The world of social media veers wildly between the Wild West and a dumpster fire. But there are two things that are entirely predictable, regardless of the social media platform. If I post a video of a tower block being demolished using explosives, it will be only a minute or two until an American conspiracy theorist will point out how it reminds them of 9/11. And if I post a video of a chimney demolition, sooner or later, someone will mention the name Fred Dibner. Despite the fact that Fred Dibner was a steeplejack by trade, his name is synonymous with the field of demolition, and in particular, his old-school approach to chimney demolition. Fred is sadly no longer with us, but I figured it was about time that he made an appearance on this show, so we put together this.
Fred's chimney toppling performances have always attracted a following. Pensioners, children, strange men who describe themselves as chimney enthusiasts, and citizens who in former times might have attended public hangings and now turn up in the hope of seeing a disaster. The audience has grown with his fame, so that now a crowd was assembling of a size that Bolton Wanderers Football Club might have envied. There was concern that Fred should not spoil Sunday for these people by bringing down his chimney on top of them.
There's no way it can fall the wrong way, you know. I mean, the bricks are really good, and we've eliminated this half of it, so it's got to go that bloody way, one way or another, you know. Ideally, we want it to go, you know, towards that new brickwork over there. And that's the way we've cut it to go. But square ends are awkward, and they always want to fall like square ways, you know. So we'll just have to see what happens, you know. It'll either come dead square or it'll go over there, one or two, you know. I'm, 80% confident it'll go over there, but the other, it could, you know, go straight. But it's got to come this way. What time is it now? 10 to. Ah, yeah. All right, we'll move back. We've got a bloody good crowd, haven't we? round with the cat. Yeah. You won't do that, Roger. Sort of, everybody comes to see a disaster, you see. And, like, there ain't going to be one, you know, I'm 100% confident. Like this bloody ragwolf, come on, which time we started? Right, time, the deadline's coming, it's going to start raining.
Hey, just think it didn't set off.
Oh, yeah. Right, see, this end over here, you know. Stick it in there. Right, chaps, I'll get you. That'll do now. You've done it. Come on, everybody out now. Come on. Everybody outside. Nothing we can do now. Bloody hell. Rolling now. Let's dip that. Going. Lift it. Look at that. Very sharp. Oh, look, yeah.
They really don't make them like that anymore, do they?
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that pretty much wraps up the main part of this morning's show. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. And thankfully, the chat has been plenty busy. If you can't stick around then, please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues. Have a great day and thanks for watching. But if you do have the time and the inclination, I will see you on the other side of this.